Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll discuss the poem Choosing Their Names written by Thomas Hood. Now here in this poem, the poet says that he has an old cat and the cat now has 3 kittens. And so the poet wants to name these kittens. Most of us have pets at home. Now if you have pets at home, you will surely name them. Now how to name them? To name our pets, we look at their color, their behavior and temperaments, right? Now the poet is doing the same. He's judging the temperaments, he's looking at the color of the kittens, and then he's trying to name them. So we'll first of all recite the poem and then I'll discuss the poem for you. So let's start reciting the poem. Our old cat has kittens 3. What do you think their name should be? One is Debbie with emerald eyes and a tail that's long and slender. And into a temper she quickly flies if you ever by chance offend her. I think we shall call her this. I think we shall call her that. Now don't you think that Pepper Pot is a nice name for a cat? This was the first stanza. Now let's look at the second stanza. One is black with a frill of white, and her feet are all white fur. If you stroke her, she carries her tail upright and quickly begins to purr. I think we shall call her this. I think we shall call her that. Now don't you think that Sutikin is a nice name for a cat? Now the third stanza. One is tortoise shell, yellow and black, with plenty of white about him. If you tease him, at once he sets up his back. He's a quarrelsome one, never doubt him. I think we shall call him this. I think we shall call him that. Now don't you think that Scratchaway is a nice name for a cat? Now this was the poem. Let's discuss the poem now. So I'll go back to the first stanza. Here in the first stanza, the poet talks about the first kitten. So here we have an image of that kitten, a picture of that kitten. The poet says that the first kitten is Debbie with emerald eyes. Now tabby means a cat having grey or brownish marks. Now look at the cat. It has some brown spots on his body. So it is called tabby with emerald eyes. Look at the eyes of the kitten. Doesn't it look like a gemstone? A green gemstone? Gemstone you can say. It looks like this. It is a gemstone you can say, the one I'm wearing. So it is kind of a green gemstone. Now looking at the eyes of the kitten, you can say that it looks like a green gemstone. And then the poet says that its tail is long and slender. Look at the tail, it is long and thin, and it is a cat which becomes very angry. If you offend the cat, if you offend the kitten, it quickly becomes angry. So, it is said that into a temper she quickly flies if you ever by chance offend her. So, it is very short-tempered, I would say. Now, what to name it? So, the poet names the kitten as Pepper Pot. Pepper pot is a pot that contains pepper. Pepper is the black pepper, it is a spice. So the cat, it has a very bitter temperament, I would say. It is very short-tempered. So that is why the poet names it Pepper Pot. Now coming to the next kitten. Look at the next one. It is black in color with a strip of white. Black in color with a strip of white. And her feet are all white fur. Look at the feet of the kitten. It's completely white fur. Fur is the hair that you can see on an animal body. So this is how the cat looks like. And what else does the poet tell us about this kitten? If you stroke her, she carries her tail upright and quickly begins to purr. So this kitten, it loves to be stroked by the master. And whenever the master strokes the kitten or pets it, it makes a sound that a cat makes, a low sound when it is very happy. Okay, so if you stroke your pet, the pet loves it. So this kitten loves to be stroked by the master, stroked by anybody. Now what to call her? Don't you think that Sutikan is a nice name for a cat? Now Sutikan, this comes from the word soot. Soot is a black powdery substance, I would say, which if you burn something, you get that substance. It contains carbon. So that is soot. And because of this black skin color, because of this color of the cat, the poet names it Sutikan. Now the third kitten, how does it look like? One is tortoise shell, yellow and black. So this looks like the shell of a tortoise. The shell of a tortoise, it looks like it is brown, black, yellow in color. So you can see patches of those color on the shell of the tortoise. And this looks somewhat like this, like the tortoise shell. It also has the color white, with plenty of white about him. We also have the color white here. Now, if you tease him, what does it do? He at once sets up his back. This is again a very angry one. So if you ever tease it, it just gets ready to fight back. He's a quarrelsome one, never doubt him. So he's a quarrelsome one. He just keeps fighting with others. Now, what should be the name given to this kitten? The poet names it Scratchaway. As it is a quarrelsome one, so it loves to fight with the other kittens. So the poet names it Scratchaway. So this is how the poet names the 3 kittens, by looking at the color and the behavior and temperaments of the kittens.